in number 8 position is Sauros. So this was a Kickstarter that recently arrived, and I was just like, okay, I'm in, because it's a tile laying, trick taking game. I was like, I have no idea how that works, but I'm intrigued. Do tell me more. And I've played this game now, I want to say like half a dozen times, and it's right fairly recently. So I have played this one lots. Components are amazing. These tiles are nice, big, chunky tile. I'm trying to think what it's like. Like they're almost like a mahjong type size, I would say, but yeah. So I was like, it's Azul material, but they're not that shape. Like they're not square, they're more rectangle, but those are the type of tiles that they are. And then you have the different suits. So each different color is a different kind of shape of a dinosaur, and that's the suit. And what's going to happen is you have 6 or 7 tiles in front of you, depending on the number of players. And you're going to start by flipping a tile up from the unplayed tiles. And then the suit that is shown there, that's going to be trump. And then whoever's the first player, they're going to put their tile down, and that's the suit or the lead suit. So if you can follow suit, you must. So you're going to be playing your tile unless you have a T-Rex. T-Rex can be played at any time and it automatically wins. So they're very powerful tiles to play. So you're going to be doing that. Then whoever wins the trick, either by having the highest lead suit, or if you a trump was played, then whoever has the highest trump suit gets to win the trick. Now, when you win the trick, you get to take the tile you played. You're going to add that to your board. And then you're going to decide which one you want to have between the other player's tiles or the trump that was flipped. And when you're deciding this, the number is really at this point doesn't matter. The number is really just to win the trick. But at this point, then be like, okay, what is out there? Because you're trying to create clusters of the same colored dinosaurs, because that's going to score you more point the bigger your cluster is. You're also trying to look at the symbols, because the different symbols are going to score differently. So with the eggs, it's whoever has the most eggs gets 4 points. With the paw prints, like it's if you have a pair of paw prints, that scores you 5. If you have an odd number, then it no longer scores, but they have to be attached to each other as well. So that you're trying to create pairs of paws that are touching with each other, but not touching an uneven number. And that can be a lot of points as well. Then you have the bones, and the bones count however many eggs they're touching. So if there's 2 eggs on adjacent to a bone, then that particular bone is going to score 2 points. You have the tooth, and then the tooth will score you 2 points if it's not touching any other tooth. If it's touching another tooth, it scores 1 point. And I'm not sure if there's anything else. It might be something else I might just not be remembering, but I think that's all of them. So once you've played all 6 or 7 tricks, you're going to have fill out your board, and then you're going to count your board. And you do this, the number of turns, the number of tricks you're going to play, or rounds you're going to play, is the number of players that you have. But every time you pass your mat over and you take the next one, because there's different patterns on there. And then you also, if it's like, okay, well, I really want to get that, I don't want to place this one yet, you can put it on the side to play it later, but you can never play more than 2 tricks. So if you keep winning, you're not going to get the chance to play all of your tiles. And if you get any tiles left on the side, that's negative 2 points. But as I mentioned, we've played this lots and lots. Now, it's one that's just really satisfying to play. It goes over well. It's a simple game and it plays fairly quick. But to me, that's what makes it easy to get to the table. So it's easy to play, but it's so entertaining. And that is Sauros, my number 8.